Hello and welcome to race 17 of the Utica Home Track Series here in Monza, Italy. Now, we only have a few races left to the championship. This is one of 3 races leading up to it. All of the championship competitors, the 13 of them, are marked with a little asterisk next to the name. We have a full 42 car field for today's event. No cars failed to qualify as we had exactly 42 on the entry list. Every driver that's marked with a rookie has a little R next to their name, and we have a couple new faces in the crowd that we'll get to later. But on the pole for today's race, one of the newer faces, Esteves Cortez. Car number 86 gets the pole, and this is someone who obviously wants to keep his ride because he's been trying to perform as well as physically possible. But on lap 1 near the start, we had an incident. Lap 1, this is Samantha Yankee, one of the points competitors. Everyone's going to get bunched up, and cars are going to go into the wall. She goes spinning, and cars are wrecking everywhere on the racetrack. This would be a huge trouble spot for today. There always seems to be that one. A lot of cars would pile up, but no cars would go out just yet. Incident, lap 1. Dylan White's going to get run to the back of by Joe Cole and Andrew Wiegand colliding. He's going to go into the gravel trap. That would put him pretty far back. And there's Tyler Benoit, one of the championship competitors, spinning as well. Tyler Benoit trying to get a good run. He's going to get run into by Brian Valentine and the defending winner, Bob Cittadino. He would get back racing, but he would be pretty far behind. A couple of rookies in this event, just starting out, they include Julian Kenneblez Jr., who is going to be running to the end of the season. Bartolo Milano, who's going to be running only this race. Ray Takeda, and she's replacing Joshua Michaels, who's injured during a baseball tryout, and Vladimir Petrov, who we'll see later on, who's going to run the road courses. Incident lap 3. Max Skinner is going to run to the back of Andrew Wiegand. Brian Broat is going to get caught up on the outside. He's going to spin. Skinner's going to spin, and cars are going to check up. You see the 09 car just off screen of Petrov spinning, and Bob Cittadino is going to get involved as well. The defending winner not having a good day so far. No cars go out of the race. Maria Commisso, car number 26, was the highest placing of our championship competitors. She was running in the top 10 and the only one to do so, sitting behind Bartolo Milano. Now, if everything stays as it is, with Matt Evans and Jamie Murphy running toward the back, she might be able to catch up in points today and be closer to the leaders. This could be a good run for her if everything goes well. She's actually the highest placing driver on the track that is not a rookie. So just to show the strength of the rookies today as well. Incident lap 5, and this one was a big one. Era Shock, car number 33, replacing Hunter Zander, who retired due to a severe arm injury. It's going to clip Connor Atwood, who was coming off pit road. Maria Commisso is going to pile in, one of the championship competitors. And as you see, the 26 goes over, cars piling up. That car barrel rolls. As you see, cars keep piling up. There's another car flipped over. That's Adam Dunlap. I see more. Oh! I see Breton and whatnot. Here's another angle. There is Maria Commisso. She's trying to get around Era Shock, but Era Shock is in the middle of the road. It's going to get turned over by Ray Takeda. See several cars going off course. John Cittadino goes through there. Adam Dunlap, but whoa! Connor Breton, car number 12, who's had a lot of wild rides this season, is going to collide with Brandon Bain. They're going to go over. Matt Corio in his first race with Gas Tech Engineering Incorporated is going to go flying, and we lose the camera on that car. On board with Connor Breton, car number 12. And he's going to get into the back of Brandon Bain's going to get launched in the turn. One more view from Vladimir Petrov, who's making their first start. A little later on, more cars piled up. I see cars just sliding everywhere. There's a heck of a wreck, and you see more cars piling through. There's Matt Evans, the championship leader. He would end up going out of the race. Tyler Smith, another one. Russell Arcuri, another one. Cars just keep going out. A total of 11 cars, I believe, would go out during this one wreck. Oh, you'd scratch that, make that 10. And a lot of cars would be damaged and heavily off the pace. Michael Aurelio was your race leader, leading the remaining about 10 cars on the lead lap after that wreck. He would shoot past Esteves Cortez. Now, Michael Aurelio, he has been struggling as of late, getting into a lot of wrecks once he wrecked at Silverstone, things kind of went downhill from there, but now he's in the lead and he's seeking that first victory. Michael Aurelio is in contention to win Rookie of the Year honors, so he's going to try and get as many points as possible. If he runs over a little bit of debris there, hopefully that won't cause too much trouble. Incident, lap 9. Petrello Milano, the Italian, only running this event. He's going to collide with Robert DeFrank. Both those cars go spinning off course. And Petrello Milano is in kind of a dangerous spot there in the middle of the road as Bob Sadino swerves to avoid him. He would get running and keep that number 75 car going. He's the only Pontiac in the field, I must note. Incident, lap 9. Seth Cole, car number 5, is going to collide with Chris Aurelio, a fellow rookie. And they're going to go both wrecking on the front stretch as several cars nearly miss number 5. He's going to get rolling, albeit very slowly. He would have to go pit again. Treck Tauger, car number 60. He's one of those drivers that needs to keep ahead of all these other drivers ahead of him. He's just barely eligible for the championship. He's running well today in 4th position. Treck Tauger been looking for this good run to help secure his status for Rookie of the Year, so he's hoping for a good run today. It's been a heavily rookie-dominated race thus far, and Treck Tauger has the most experience of the rookies. He ran a couple races last year, and he's run the full schedule this year, and is probably expected to return next season. See how it goes. Incident, lap 11. Early incidents. Jeffrey Finguy is going to make a collision with Vladimir Petrov, the owner 09, and he's going to go spinning. The Ruin Lace Asserts winner probably not going to be winning today as he self-rights at number 62. Ooh, barely missed clipping Brian Valentine. Now we have to talk about Tyler Benoit, car number 3. Matt Evans, Jamie Murphy, Tyler Smith, they all went out of the race. Tyler Benoit is sitting in 8th place, so that wreck was a blessing in disguise. If things go as planned, he should be sitting pretty for a good finish and a points boost. Incident, lap 14. Neil Evans, car number 55, was running 2nd at the time, collides with Jeffrey Finguy. He slides into the middle of the track. There's nowhere to go for Petrello Milano, who's going to pound the number 55. Petrov is going to sneak through, and Joe Cole also gets a piece of this wreck. And, ooh, there's Matt Evans. Oh, wait, I apologize. Matt Evans did not go out of the race. He's severely off the pace, though. This would send a couple cars out of the race, including Joe. Was Joe Cole out? No, Joe Cole was not out. I apologize. Andreas Allen is going to get involved in an incident. Matt Evans and Andreas Allen are going to go careening into each other, slipping and sliding. They checked up for no apparent reason, really, and Matt Evans is going to get some. Oh! Brian Broat is going to clip Andreas Allen, the OA car, as he slides into the middle of the racetrack. This would send Brian Broat out of the race. Matt Evans would go back on pit road to try and save it, and Neil Evans almost got into another incident. Speaking of incident lap 25. Shortly after pit stops, Brian Valentine is going to clip the slow car of Seth Cole. He's going to get back on track and gets clipped by Vladimir Petrov and goes into the wall. Another championship competitor wreck. This could be a wild card race for the championship if things like this keep happening. It's going to be especially helpful for Tyler Benoit, who has seemed to be bulletproof today. Incident lap 27. Well, I shouldn't say that, actually. He got into a wreck. Adam Dunlap, teammate to Tyler Benoit. I don't know what he's doing there, and he's just going to spin, and he's going to cause a couple more cars to wreck. Should be noted that Adam Dunlap is going to be released from the team once again. He was released last season for poor performance, and he's getting released again. He just really can't keep a ride. Incident lap 28. Michael Aurelio, the race leader, running behind Max Skinner. Bob Sadino's going to get into him, and that's going to send our leader wrecking. Could this be Silverstone all over again when he got wrecked from the race lead? Not necessarily. More cars involved. There's Tyler Benoit and Brian Valentine wrecking hard. I think I see the second place driver wrecked, and it seems like this is going to wreck a lot of our top competitors. They all pile up there. Michael Aurelio keeps going. This is on board with Dylan White, who made hard contact with the wall. Facing oncoming traffic, and whoa, he's going to get hit again, and we lose our camera. Dylan White would keep it going, but another incident, lap 28. This was slightly after this. Brian Valentine is slow. That car is just going to spin out, and it's going to capture Treck Tauger. who was trying to catch up to Michael Aurelio to take the race lead. It's a shame that Tauger got caught up in that. And another incident, Esteves Cortez is going to run into the back of Brian Valentine. This is the third place driver. Michel Cedillo and Robert DeFrank going to run into him. So it might be that Michael Aurelio might keep his lead, since second and third place going to wreck hard. Incident lap 28. Later on the same lap, Connor Atwood, the Australian, running this race and next race in Österreichring, is going to clip Samantha Yankee and spin out. Not too much harm done, though based on the front of that car, he's been through a lot today. But running still very well. Incident lap 29. Alex Allen, the second place driver at the time, he's going to check up, seeing sparks coming from Joe Cole, is going to run himself off course. And it's a shame. This is going to really put Alex Allen back as he tries to knock down that fence to get back on the track. He's desperate. He's going to need a tow back to pit road, and he's going to lose that second place. But Michael Aurelio was not going to lose first place, despite a battered race car. Michael Aurelio, who's been trying all season to get that win, been so close but so far away. He comes down the line, no cars in sight except for Matt Evans, the lap car ahead of him. He is going to win his first Utica Home Track Series race here in Monza. We all knew he would win our road course. We were just waiting for when, and today's going to be the day. Great job by Michael Aurelio and the Aurelio Autosport team, having a great run. They may not be able to win the championship, but they might be able to get Rookie of the Year honors if they keep playing their cards right for the next two events, one of which is a road course. Let's take a look at our race results, and we had more cars go out of this race than any other. Now Michael Aurelio, he was our race winner and Rookie of the race, so he gets a 5-point bonus in the rookie standings for winning the race and being Rookie of the race. Wiegand and Harley were the only two cars to finish on the lead lap. Then we had Citadino, Atwood, Yankee, Allen, Tauger, Cortez, and Petrov, your top 10. Great first showing by Vladimir Petrov for the Allen Motorsports team. Then we had Eris Schock, Seth Cole, Neil Evans, and then Dylan White, who went out of the race, along with Brian Valentine, Tyler Benoit, and Russell Arcuri. A huge hit to those drivers. Then we had Max Skinner and Mir Commisso, 5 laps on the pace. Michel Cedillo rounding out the top 20. Then there was Aurelio, Bain, Dunlap, who went out of the race and will not be back for Österreichring. Joe Cole, David Yankee went out, and so did Robert DeFrank. Andreas Allen, Jeffrey Finguy, car number 62, who had a couple of wrecks today. Brian Broat, Bob Cedillo, the defending winner, not going to have as good of a run, not as good of a season as last year. Matt Evans, who was 15 laps down, and then the rest of these drivers went out. Petrello Milano, Julian Kenneblez Jr., Alex Tanker, Connor Breton, Ray Tekida, Jack Duncan, who won at Sparta last week, Jamie Murphy, David Creedon, the championship competitor, Matt Corio in his first race with Gas Tech Engineering Incorporated, Brock McMahon, and Tyler Smith, who started last and finished last. That's going to really hurt him in the point standings. And speaking of which, let's take a look at all the drivers still in competition for the championship. Here are your point standings. Now, there are not many cars listed here because there's not many cars for the championship. Matt Evans still leads despite a poor finish. Maria Commisso is catching up. Jamie Murphy is shuffled back to third place. Samantha Yankee gains heavily. Tyler Smith is going to lose a bit. Then we have Valentine, Benoit, Arcuri. Treck Tauger and Robert DeFrank are out of championship contention, but still in the top 10. So it's going to be an 8-car battle for the championship with 2 races to go. Tauger is currently going for Rookie of the Year honors now that his championship run is over. Now let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year point standings. Treck Tauger still leads, but catching up, only 5 points back, is Michael Aurelio. He can potentially easily make that up in the next couple races, but everyone else is pretty far back. I don't think David Creedon and anyone else is going to win. This is just a shortened Rookie of the Year standings, because I highly doubt many other drivers will win it. There's Neil Evans, Connor Breton, Seth Cole, Chris Aurelio, Jack Duncan, Jeffrey Finguy. It's basically going to be a battle between Aurelio and Tauger going into the next 2 events. So we'll have to see that. One of those events is the next race, Österreichring, the home track for Treck Tauger. I hope to see you there. There should be some great road course racing on the last road course of the season. Then I'll see you for the finale at Myrtle Beach. Thank you for watching. It was great having you here.